What's up, good people? I just wanted to make a video. Just got done with work. I wanted to make a video about archetypes, models, role models, and how all that is basically the same thing. I want to say this about archetypes. We come to this world to fulfill the role of a certain archetype that we see in our mind, a certain archetype that we deem worthy for us to live up to. And we're pretty far in the game now, so it's hard to create a new archetype. To create a new archetype is to create a new world. Archetypes are what make up the world. So, that being said, when you choose your archetype, you are playing a role until you meet the standards of that archetype. And you either exceed that archetype by creating a new one, or you merely play and act the role throughout your life, which you do some of both. Playing and fulfilling a role. A lot of people come to this world and they are unconscious of the roles they are playing. And while they're in these roles and they're playing out these roles, and it may be a role of, they may have grew up on the streets. They may have grew up in a tough life. And, they wonder, why has life done me this way? Why has life treated me this way? Why has life been so hard on me? And it's because you are playing a role to fulfill a higher calling. The universe gives hard roles and hard tests to people who have a higher calling. So you may have had a hard life. It means you're going to do something great. And if you're given a soft life, well, you should seek a hard life. You should seek a life of uncomfortability, because that's where you will grow. And you may have to fake it till you make it. A lot of archetypes are already out there, and they're being fulfilled by certain people doing certain things. And it's hard to live up to that. It's hard to make it your own. But you should still try to live up to it, because it's worthy and noble to do so. You play a role till you make it. A lot of people are in these hard life roles, They may be on the streets. They may be, dealing drugs. They may be trying to scrap out a living, But the universe is testing them for a higher calling. Like I said, they're in these roles unconscious now, but once they become conscious, and they become conscious by asking themselves, why is life so hard for me? Why have I been dealt such a hard hand? And then it all becomes clear. And then they start thriving in those roles. They start They start seeking more challenging things. They start bettering themselves. The awakening happens when you ask why. And a lot of people never ask why. They just go about their daily lives, playing these roles, not ever knowing why they're doing so. They never ask why, they just do it. And there's nothing wrong with that either, but to awaken in this world, to awaken in this matrix, you have to ask why. You have to ask, why me? Why am I in this role? A lot of people, be the symbol that people want to live up to, If you're in a hard role now, the only way you get out of a hard role is seeking more challenging roles to play a part of. Coincidentally enough, oddly enough, you have to keep seeking more challenging roles to get yourself in a more comfortable spot. And then when you're in a more comfortable spot, you've been challenging yourself for so long that you're not going to be happy where you're at, and you're going to keep challenging yourself even more.